All right, what's up guys? Today we are installing this harness bar in the RSX. This is not going to be that hard of a video, but once again, somebody said they wanted a DIY in the comments of the previous video, so I guess we'll show you how to drop it in. All right, so in the car, I've already got just a little bit of this undone just so I can kind of show you guys what we need to do. There's a 14mm bolt down here at the bottom, this right here. And to get to these bolts, you have to take this little cover off. I know it's a little pain in the butt to get to, but you have to get that cover off to get to that bolt, unscrew that down there. And then this bolt up here, there's this little cover right here over top of it. And you could just pry these off with a flathead screwdriver, nothing special. Take that bolt off, and that's all you do on this side. This is not that difficult. They're literally 2 bolts, and you do the exact same thing on the other side, on the driver's side, and then we'll go ahead and get our brackets in. All right, so behind here, well, this is the bottom one. There are going to be some like spacer brackets pieces behind this, and this spaces it off basically off the rail, so it can actually get between. You probably can't see down there doing no light, but this spaces it off so it doesn't actually hit the plastic trim on the outside. So you're gonna want to remove maybe whatever spacer you're trying to put in here. This is your bottom one, so I think with this one we need to put the if you're running harnesses, which you might be installing at the same time, I am. So I'm gonna run down here. There's gonna be the brace, the harness, and then they still got to put the factory seatbelt back in because I'm going to keep the factory seatbelts for just in case you don't want to run the harnesses. And even up here, I dropped this in. I got the bracket right back here. So I actually just took this bolt out, stuck the bracket on there, and put the bolt back in. So we're going to go ahead and line this up, see how it fits, and let's go ahead and get the bar. So hopefully you can see this, but what you want to do is all I did was just set the bar in here. It is still loose, like nothing's connected. What I did was just connect. Basically, you want to leave everything loose. Leave this loose, just connect these two together so the bar is in here, and then you're going to do all your adjustment and stuff later. So you kind of want to leave everything loose so you can kind of still work on it. And same thing with this down here, like this is not connected. There's supposed to go down there, but in that hole, but we're not connected because our bolt's still in here. So now what we need to do is, once we get this in and this in, we need to figure out what we're doing down here, and then we need to go ahead and get our if you're not if you're not installing seat belts or like actually racing harnesses or anything, you can just take this bolt, maybe remove one spacer, stick it through that, and just bolt it right back up. But if you're running harnesses, that's when things are a little bit more difficult. So let's go ahead and check out our harnesses, see what type of spacing we got on this, and then let's go from there. And so we have our harness now. This is the bolt that goes through the harness to connect this over here. So we now need to figure out our spacing on this to fit all this extra stuff, because remember, this was just made just for the seatbelt. This was not made for this or for this. So far, what I've done is I've been able to space this out on a lot of RSXs, but you might have to get a longer bolt. If you have to get a longer bolt, or you have different type of harnesses that clip in, you might need a longer bolt. So that might be something you need. So let's see if we can make this fit. All right, so what I did is I took this ugly plastic protector piece off this, and this is my plan. I'm gonna run my bolt through this. This is gonna be on the outside. Then I'm going to put this harness hole through the bolt, and then I'm going to put this bar through last, and then the bar is going to go into, the bolt is going to go into the wall. So that's how I'm doing it, and then I'm going to put a spacer between each of these setups, and that's how I'm doing it. You might have to do it differently depending on what you have, what harnesses you have, because like in my RSX, I think I have like clip-on harnesses. My harnesses actually clip into like an eye bolt. So I have a different even hole bolt running through here. I don't even have any of this setup. My harnesses actually just clip through an eye bolt. They don't actually bolt to a bolt at all. So just depends on what harnesses you have. Who knows? But all right, let's go ahead and get this side done and let's keep it rolling. All right, so I had to remove the center console, but I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see down here. There's this bolt that's on the seat belt piece. You need to remove this bolt because that's where the other seat belt goes, for the belt that goes across your lap. So let's go ahead and get this out and let's slide it in. So got the bolt in there, torqued everything back down. That's sitting behind that. So our bolt was still long enough, so we are good to go. I guess next we can, I got this side in too. Yep. And then I guess next time we can get the, I guess the shoulder bar, the belts that run over top of your shoulder. We'll go ahead and knock those out. All right, so loop the harnesses over the bar, adjusted those right so they look nice and good. Yep, and that's it. Other than that, make sure that they fit. Ugh. And they look pretty good. I like them looking in here. Looks good. Fit good in our nice base RSX seats. Nice cloth jinks. So I think we're good to go, guys. All right, guys. Next video, who knows what we're doing, but we're just keep it chugging.